My topic that I decided to research is about beauty standards set by media. In an interview with CNN with Cameron Russell, a former fashion model, she speaks out against the way the media forms an ideal body image. She says, "We found out that about 50% of 8-year-old girls don't like their bodies. But it's not just girls. Many women said they couldn't remember a time when they liked their bodies. They couldn't remember what that felt like." The media is showing unrealistic forms of body image, causing the negative opinion of viewers on their own body. I propose that in order to make a change to this issue, we need to bring it to more people's attention. By making this issue more widespread, we can change the negative connotation that the media sets about body image. The media is excluding people of certain races or sizes. In an article from KQED about racial diversity post-debut of the award-winning movie Black Panther, it mentioned that in 2014 and 2015, only 19% of magazine covers were people of color. This shows that people of color are not being represented in the public view and are not receiving the same opportunities because of this. Even when people of different races and sizes get the chance to be represented in media, they may be forced to change. For example, Robin Wilkinson, an African-American ballerina known for her skills in a primarily European-dominated role, was often forced to change how black she appeared on stage. She said, "I was so plastered with powder that I came across the footlights deathly pale, shades lighter than all the other dancers. Such was the anxiety about preserving ballet's whiteness." When people of color are being put in the eyes of the media, they are sometimes forced to appear differently because of the idea that we are all supposed to have a certain ideal body that the media portrays. This idea can cause people who view media to feel bad about their bodies, and this can cause them to form mental illnesses. An article about the effects of thin media images on body dissatisfaction shares the results of the latest research, saying, "The results show that the social culture perspective that mass media such as fashion magazines and television promotes, if not establishes, a standard of slender beauty that leads many females to feel badly about their weight and shape." One negative aspect of this analysis is that 1/2 of the studies did not measure body dissatisfaction before exposing participants to images of the thin. This shows that from viewing quote-unquote ideal body shapes in media, people feel as if they should change. And it also shows that many did not feel the need to change until they saw the quote-unquote ideal body. In another article about body image, it says that according to a 2015 report by Common Sense Media, a nonprofit advocacy group that monitors children's media, more than 1/2 of girls and 1/3 of boys ages 6 to 8 wish they were thinner. And about 1/4 of children as young as 7 have engaged in some sort of dieting behavior. The report also showed that girls who saw their mothers as being unhappy with their bodies were more likely to report being unhappy with their own. Many kids feel as if they need to change their body, and after seeing others unhappy with their body, they feel as if they also need to change. This shows that the media is teaching kids that they need to be someone else by setting a certain body ideal. One big solution that could solve many of the issues that the media is inflicting would be for the media to become more inclusive. By including more people of different races and body sizes in media throughout a positive way, viewers won't feel as if they need to change because they do not fit the beauty ideals of society. First, we need to change the way we view media and use social media to make it more inclusive, by bringing to people's attention how much exclusion is happening in today's media. The article, "Consumers Have the Power to Change Our Culture," says, "So what is to be done? We must demand more responsibility from those who are making a profit from merchandise and images that feed the negative popular culture. By bringing it to people's attentions, people that promote the ideal body type will hopefully understand that it is unright to give consumers a negative feeling about themselves." Another article mentions the protests that have already been made, saying, "There have been protests over the whiteness of TV before, as there are over the Oscars today. In 1999, the NAACP threatened a network boycott. If we protest the lack of racial diversity that we see, we can try to get a change. By bringing this issue up and having more people notice, magazines and TV shows can hopefully change this." Another way we can make a change is by teaching younger people not to compare themselves to what they see in the media. An article, "Comparison Danger Lurks in Social Media," talks about making a change. It mentions, Now a body image activist, Miss Bryan, is part of the #TheWholeMe campaign from the Butterfly Foundation and Instagram to encourage healthier conversations about body image and take the focus away from comparisons. By having a healthier conversation about how we view our body, as the Butterfly Foundation is doing, we can encourage the focus to be drawn away from the negative view towards our bodies and make it more positive. In an article by Doreen and Berenson, it says parents and healthcare providers alike have a responsibility to talk with children about media messages and healthy lifestyles. Parents can limit exposure to television and talk with children about the messages portrayed as TV shows and in advertising. We can teach children how to view media in a way that won't hurt themselves. And by teaching them not to compare themselves, the next generation can grow up without negative body ideals towards themselves. Although some may say that the media is becoming more inclusive and is starting to teach kids how to love their bodies, it is not having as widespread a message as it should be. The media needs to include more people who break the ideal body stereotypes and are shown in a positive way. A tweet from Matthew Rodriguez perfectly describes how the media is still not including people of diversity. It says, "One Black acting nominee, despite a plethora of chances to reward so many amazing performances from Black, Latinx, and Asian actors this year." This shows that the media needs to break down the barriers of racial and body ideals. In conclusion, the lack of realistic body figures and diversity in the media are causing people to negatively view themselves and in some cases form serious mental illnesses. If we work to change the way media is viewed and the media's inclusivity, we can prevent people from feeling as if they need to change themselves because of other people.